Hi, I'm Carter Wilson. I'm a best-selling novelist and a writing coach, and welcome to Meditations for Writers. This is a series of guided reflections to help you quiet the noise and return to what matters most, the work. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or frustrated with everything outside your control, this meditation right here is for you. Because writing is hard enough, and trying to manage how it's received by agents, editors, readers, your critique group, or even your own inner critic, that can really make it feel impossible. But here's the thing. You were never meant to control all of that. You were meant to write. So this meditation is about releasing the need to manage outcomes and instead just finding the peace and the joy in the parts of this work that really are truly yours. The page, the voice, the ritual, the act of creating something that didn't exist before. So if you're ready, close your eyes and let's begin. Take a breath. Let it go. Another one, a little deeper this time. Hold. And release. There's so much in this writing life that you can't control. The industry, the market, the whims of the gatekeepers, the pace of other writers, even your own motivation some days. You can do everything right, meaning you can build your platform, you can polish your pages and query strategically, and you can still get silence in return. You can still get a no, still feel like you're falling behind. And that's when you're vulnerable. That's when the voice creeps in. The one that says, maybe you're not good enough, or that you should be further along, or worst, that you're wasting your time. Let's quiet that voice right now. Because the truth is this. You were never supposed to control the outcome. You were only ever supposed to do the work, to follow the thread, to show up to the page. It can feel like a betrayal, can't it? To pour yourself into something and then to have no say where it lands. No say in how it's received. No guarantee that it will ever be published, let alone praised. But here's the shift. What if success isn't found at the end of the road, What if it's buried inside the work itself? What if it's in the act of creating? Because here's what is within your control: the choice to return to the work, the effort you give, the honesty on the page, and the willingness to keep going. You get to decide how true you're willing to be. You get to decide to write what matters to you. You get to choose joy, even, and most importantly, always, in the face of uncertainty. So right now, let's imagine placing every outcome outside yourself. The rejections, the unread pages, the analytics, the launch dates. Set all those down just for now. Let them drift away like leaves in a stream. Now, return to the thing you love. That moment when the words begin to surprise you. When you follow a sentence, not because it's smart, but because it's alive. That heartbeat beneath the prose. That's yours. That's always been yours. It was never about gaming the system. It was never about chasing the market or figuring out the algorithm or making yourself small so you could fit into a mold. It was about finding something real, something that pulled at you, something that mattered. It was always just about telling the story you wanted to tell. And let's breathe into that. Deep breath in, and hold it for a few seconds, and then let it go. And there's something tender about giving up control. It feels like failure, maybe at first. Like letting go means you're not trying hard enough. But that's not true. Letting go is not giving up. Letting go is trusting the deeper work, the part that doesn't need to be seen to be valid. That's the part that makes you a writer, no matter what happens. Letting go opens up space for creativity, for intuition, for joy. And that's what we tend to forget as writers. We get so focused on outcomes that we miss the pleasure that's still here in the craft, in the ritual, in the language itself. So take a moment now to remember, why do you write? Before the agents and the deals and the deadlines, what brought you here? Maybe it was a voice in your head that wouldn't leave you alone. Maybe it was a world you just couldn't stop imagining. Maybe it was the feeling of losing time, of slipping into a scene and forgetting the clock even existed. That's what's real. That's what you return to. So just let go of the rest. The awards, the sales, the comparisons. Just let go of needing to impress. Let go of needing to control. You're here to write. That's all. That's everything. You do not need permission. You do not need validation to make something beautiful. You do not need proof. You need courage, honesty, and you just need to keep going. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top for a few seconds and let it go. This is the joy. You get to shape something from nothing. You get to build a world moment by moment, word by word. You get to lose yourself and find yourself all at once. That's not about control. That's creation. And no one can take that from you. You can write what no one else could write. You can tell the truth only you know how to tell. You can give your characters a heartbeat. That is power. That is joy. So when the noise gets loud, when the industry feels impossible, when you start to question your worth, come back here. Come back to this breath, to this page, this line. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're just in the middle of the work. And the work is enough. So let's take one last deep breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Hold. And release. And if you're ready, go ahead and open those eyes back to the room. Thank you for showing up today. Keep going. And remember, you're not alone.